God of War, Sons of Sparta is set in the lands in and around Sparta. Laconia, it's the southern peninsula of Greece. This is where you'll start the game. It's like the boys' backyard. In Sons of Sparta, Kratos and Deimos are both Agoj cadets. They're young soldiers for Sparta.
The world of the game we're telling is a lot more about the Laconia region outside of Sparta. The boys venture out, they get their first pass to leave town and go off on their own. And so we get to explore a lot of the countrysides and things that exist outside of the walls of Sparta.
When players start to explore Laconia, I think they can expect to find a lot of various interesting biomes, a lot of fun enemies to fight, and it's like you're taking on the adventure of young Kratos along with you, so you're experiencing something new along with them.
In designing the levels, we had a great back and forth process with SMS where, we would come up with these level concepts and sort of hash them out as to why they fit the game, why they fit the Greek setting, and then how we could apply the God of War coat of paint.
The way we approach level design in God of War Sons of Sparta is to treat each level like it is its own character. So not just visuals, but things like color palette, shape language.
Filling out the environments was figuring out where the locations were and finding their real-life counterparts within Greece to kind of see what kind of plants grow there and translating that into pixel to make everything feel more distinct from each other.
When making the game's map and its environments, we worked with the Santa Monica studio to make sure that each of these new regions felt at home in the God of War universe. We wanted to make them feel authentically part of Laconia and also authentically part of the series.
New maps are packed. Every level has these new places for players to explore and find out more about this world.
That might be useful in the future. Better remember this spot.
We've been using the term breadcrumbing, and it's the concept of having these tiny rewards and these clues, taking this massive map and gives the player this sense of agency. They can go where and how they want. I think that's something that has driven a lot of our design decisions because it's such an important pillar for what makes games in this genre fun and unique.
Thank you, Nike.
We look to the original God of War games for inspiration, such as Pandora's Temple. It's a big, sprawling environment. You go off into these side rooms and you solve puzzles, defeat monsters.
In this genre, typically environmental puzzles are pretty prominent, so we try to balance between regular mechanical puzzles. There's some that are hidden in the environment that you won't be able to tell off a first look. Sometimes you got to move things around. There's a lot of traversal puzzles too, so you'll be using your whole toolkit for most of the game to figure out most of the puzzles. Not only does searching for and exploring for the rewards give you actual currency or resources throughout the game to help your experience, there's also certain things that you can look for that help you understand the lore better, and they also give you the story around Laconia itself, so you can get a deeper knowledge of the world that you're living in.
Most of the areas in Sons of Sparta are all original locations, and some of my favorite really support the theme of the game of this coming of age. For example, the Onus Vineyard. It's an area where grapes are harvested and then cultivated and then pressed into wine and matured. And it kind of is a mirror to the boys' journey of, again, coming of age.
I'm definitely excited for players to see the port of Messenia. It's just a really nice area. The way the art has evolved over time just makes it feel so much more solid. And the art overall in the areas are just really interesting, and they all come together in a unique way.
I'm very excited for people to really get to experience this side of Kratos that they've only hinted at in other games about his younger life and the kind of person he was before he became the Kratos that we all know.
We're excited for fans to explore Laconia through Sons of Sparta because the way it shows Kratos' homeland in this new pixel art style. We put a lot of effort into making these areas authentic, and not just to Greece, but to the God of War series. We think that we have all the elements there that fans will expect.